Hello, dear subscribers and viewers of our channel. Today, I am pleased to welcome you to our channel dedicated to philosophy and Stoicism. In our fast-paced and sometimes demanding world, it can often be difficult to remain confident and manage our emotions. However, the philosophy of Stoicism offers us wise and effective tools for achieving inner peace and confidence. Today, we will discuss 5 pieces of advice that will help us maintain self-assurance and manage our lives with wisdom and determination. In this segment, we will delve into the key principle of Stoicism, which involves accepting that some aspects of our lives are beyond our control. We will examine various scenarios from everyday life to better understand how this principle is applied in practice. Example 1. Loss of a loved one. Imagine someone who has lost a close friend or relative. A Stoic, applying the principle of acceptance, understands that they cannot change the fact of the loss. However, they can control their reaction to this loss. Instead of drowning in grief and despair, the Stoic focuses on what they can do now, support others, maintain their inner strength, and find ways to honor the memory of the departed. Example 2. Injustice. Another scenario we will consider is a situation of injustice. A Stoic facing unfair treatment or decisions understands that they cannot change the behavior of others or alter fate. However, they can control their reaction to this injustice. Instead of succumbing to anger and resentment, the Stoic strives for wise and rational behavior, seeking ways to act in accordance with their own values and principles. Example 3. Financial losses. And the final example is situations of financial loss that may occur in our lives. A Stoic who suffers financial setbacks realizes that they cannot recover the lost funds. However, they can control their reaction to this situation. Instead of plunging into despair and fear, the Stoic seeks ways to adapt to the new circumstances, rationally assesses their options, and acts in accordance with the changing situation. In each of these examples, we see how Stoics apply the principle of acceptance to complex life situations, maintaining inner peace, wisdom, and control over their reactions. These examples help us better understand how the principles of Stoicism can be useful in our own lives. Let's focus on developing inner strength through the virtues of Stoicism. Virtues play a key role in shaping our character and our ability to cope with life's challenges. Let's examine each virtue in more detail and provide examples of Stoics who embodied these qualities in their lives. Wisdom. Wisdom in Stoicism lies in the ability to discern between what is within our control and what lies beyond it. An example of Stoic wisdom may be Cicero, who in his writings focused on questions of morality and human wisdom, showing how to distinguish between good and evil in various situations. Justice. Justice in Stoicism entails respect for justice as a moral principle and adherence to the laws of nature. An example of justice may be Cato the Younger, who opposed corruption and injustice in Rome, demonstrating principled and honest actions. Moderation. Moderation in Stoicism means controlling our desires and passions. An example of moderation may be Epictetus, who, despite difficult life circumstances, remained calm and restrained, striving for inner peace and harmony. Courage. Courage in Stoicism means facing difficulties with dignity and resilience. An example of courage may be Marcus Aurelius, who in his Meditations reflected on overcoming difficulties and trials, facing them with wisdom and strength of spirit. The examples of Stoics provided allow us to see how virtues become the foundation of inner strength and self-confidence, helping us overcome difficulties and develop our character in accordance with the principles of Stoicism. Friends, before we continue, I want to ask you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to share your stories in the comments and share your life experiences. It's really interesting and can help many people. Thank you in advance, and I continue. Managing emotions and thoughts plays a crucial role in Stoic philosophy and in our ability to remain self-assured. We will explore how Stoics approached managing their emotions and thoughts, presenting valuable lessons that we can apply in our lives. Differentiating between reaction and reality. Stoics taught that our emotions and reactions often arise not because of the situation itself, but because of our perception of that situation. For example, when faced with criticism or failure, our initial emotions may be negative. However, Stoics learned to analyze their emotions and perceive events more objectively, allowing them to react more wisely and calmly. An example may be Marcus Aurelius, who in his Meditations emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what is within our power and what is not. Mindfulness practice. Stoics placed great importance on the practice of mindfulness, which helps control emotions and reactions to external stimuli. Mindfulness allows us to be present in the moment, preventing the past or future from influencing our thoughts and emotions. Examples of mindfulness practices include meditation or regular self-observation, which were part of Stoic training. Acceptance of the inevitable. One of the key aspects of Stoicism is accepting the inevitability of certain events and changes in life. Stoics taught that we cannot control all aspects of our experience but can control our reactions to them. For example, if we encounter loss or disappointment, Stoics urge us to accept it as a natural part of life rather than resist or despair. Seneca, for instance, wrote that accepting the inevitable helps us maintain inner peace and wisdom. These examples from the lives of Stoics demonstrate how managing our emotions and thoughts can help us maintain self-assurance and effectively cope with life's challenges. Turning obstacles into opportunities is one of the fundamental principles of Stoicism that helps us develop self-confidence and overcome difficulties. Let's examine this principle more closely and illustrate it with specific examples. When we talk about turning obstacles into opportunities, we refer to the ability to see challenges as chances for growth and self-improvement. This means that we don't allow difficulties to crush us but instead find ways to use them to our advantage. For example, imagine a situation where you encounter unexpected difficulties at work. Instead of falling into despair or panic, Stoicism teaches us to view these challenges as opportunities to develop new skills or find creative solutions. Such situations can be catalysts for our personal growth, helping us become more flexible and self-assured. Another example can be found in personal life. For instance, disappointment or failure in relationships may seem like insurmountable obstacles. However, Stoicism teaches us to see this as an opportunity for self-discovery and strengthening our relationships in the future. We can use our experience to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and others, ultimately making us stronger and more confident. Thus, turning obstacles into opportunities requires us to change our perspective on complex situations and recognize their potential for growth. This approach allows us not only to overcome difficulties but also to use them to strengthen our self-confidence and personal development. In the concluding part of my discussion, I would like to summarize and emphasize the key points we have discussed about how to remain self-assured, drawing on the philosophy and principles of Stoicism. Throughout our conversation, we have examined several important aspects that can help us strengthen our sense of self-assurance. Acceptance that some aspects of our lives are beyond our control. We talked about the importance of recognizing that not everything in our lives depends on us and how this awareness can help us maintain calmness in challenging situations. Developing inner strength through virtues. We discussed how the virtues of Stoicism, wisdom, justice, moderation, and courage can serve as the foundation of our self-assurance. Managing emotions and thoughts. We discussed the significance of being able to control our emotions and thoughts, which helps us remain more balanced and self-assured in various situations. Turning obstacles into opportunities. We explored how Stoicism advocates for overcoming difficulties and adversities, seeing them as opportunities for growth and development. Now I invite you to further discussion and exchange of opinions in the comments section below this video. We are confident that each of us can find our own path to self-assurance, drawing on the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Thank you for your attention and active participation in the discussion. Until next time.